Right. And we are also going live right now. So you can check whether it is actually live. 1 minute, it's not yet. Would you like to continue? Yes, continue. Live stream Zoom meeting to Facebook Live. Yes. Okay, now I press go live. No, there are multiple steps. So it's just preparing the live stream.
Yeah, it's coming. The meeting is being live streamed. Got it. Yes.
Super. It's come now, right?
Yeah. Live stream now on Facebook.
Super. So welcome all. Today being World Health Day, I'm very happy to introduce to you 4 coaches who work in the health space, but each from a different niche. So it's a really interesting panel discussion where we're going to find different approaches to helping us build our own health. So please invite your friends, please share it among everybody in Facebook so that others would like to join. It will be about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. If it's possible, we are actually going to answer questions also. So let's see if we are able to do that. We are testing this particular platform, and let's hope that we are able to have interactivity. But even otherwise, you're going to enjoy this short session where there are 4 unique niches which are going to be discussing about their contribution to your health. So let me start with, as per my screen, Rishita Sharma. So she is joining us from Dubai. Please, she's from Green Utsav. That is, she runs, helps people to run events which are fully green. Her pet subject is sustainability, and she wants to ensure that we keep the earth vibrant and alive for future generations. So Rishita, please give a big hi. Everybody.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello,
great,
everyone.
Rishita. Okay, we'll
Hello,
come back
Iggy.
to you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rishita. We'll come back to you where you can introduce yourself. Next, we have Niyati Safi with us. She's joining us from Pune, right? Pune or Mumbai?
From Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay, great. So she's from Mumbai, and she's a multifaceted lady, a doctor who's an acupuncturist, as well as she's a sound healer and many other healing methodologies. She'll be talking more about it. Say hi, Niyati. Let's hear. We can.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Thank you,
Hi.
Niyati. And next we have Lakshmipraba US with us. She's from Bangalore, and she's a sustainability warrior. She ran a company which rented cutlery so that cutlery doesn't get wasted and all that. So she's done multiple things in the environment space, and she believes that we need to set an example in our own habits so that others around us learn, and together we can save the planet. And that is her core. Actually, yeah. Yeah, thank you. So let's just jump straight into the panel discussion. I'm going to have each of us, by the way, I didn't introduce myself. So I'm Ignatius Raphael. I'm a deep sleep and longevity coach. So each of us are going to take about a minute to introduce ourselves so that you understand the context of where we come from. And then we'll go into a deep dive into health, our take on health. And in case you have questions, you can post it on the Facebook comment section so that if possible, you'll be able to take that and answer it right here, right now. So over to Rishita. Please take a minute or two to explain what you do, and with particular reference to health sector. Please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. This is Rishita, and I run a social venture called Green Utsav. We organize trash-free parties, and we work on many workshops, and we take awareness sessions to spread awareness on sustainability, environment. And for me, when we connect with nature or environment, the health comes to us. If we are keeping our surroundings clean, environment clean, then we are healthy. And because if you see all the pollution which we are which we are doing unknowingly, it's coming us to we are getting many diseases and all, right? And we are polluting air, water, everything. So this is how I connect health with environment.
Very true. Very important work, Rishita. Thank you. Next, we'll have Niyati share her introduction.
Hi, everyone. I'm Niyati Safi. I'm your alternate medicine healer. I'm the founder of Niyati's Health and Wellness World in Mumbai, and I practice various healing therapies, sound therapy, yoga therapy, and acupuncture. So for me, health is wealth, and I give meditation sessions to my clients so that even their mental health is very good. And when the mental health is good, the physical health automatically follows. So that is my goal. And I also am the author of the book Sound Therapy, Why and How It Works. And I'm spreading the sound vibrations to everyone now. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Niyati. That's great. Lakshmi, over to you.
Thank you, Iggy, and I'm very happy to share the stage with you all today. So this is Lakshmipraba, your environment sustainability coach, founder of Prithvi Mitra, and one of the founders of Rent a Cutlery. So we have the other founder, Rishita, also here. So basically, I'm also an author. Author of 2 books. One is Suju Learns to be a Green Warrior, which is a children's book on waste segregation. And I have co-authored with 17 other authors for a book called Divinely Gifted, which just got released about 3 days ago. So basically, I believe that health of us and health of the planet both go hand in hand. So that has been my passion converted into a purpose, which I have been working for the last 9 years. So Prithvi Mitra, my company, we offer consultancy, advisory consultancy services on waste management and toxin-free natural living. So I believe that the best investment that one can do is on ourselves for our own health. Thank you very much. Looking forward for the conversation.
Very well said, Lakshmi. Thank you so much. So yes, as she said, the best investment is into our own health, because once health is gone, everything else is gone. So those of you who have suffered either personally or seen a loved one suffer would know how much it affects our ability to function. Our day-to-day gets totally compromised if our health is not perfectly well. So I'm Ignatius Raphael. I'm a deep sleep and longevity coach, and I've been helping people who have sleep problems. Because if you have a sleep problem, it means that you either already have some illness or you're going to get an illness because of your irregular sleep habits. Sleep is so foundational to our health and well-being that you could exercise, you could eat the right food, you could do every other thing really hard. But if the sleep is not there, if you don't take time off and sleep in the right timing, duration, and satisfaction, you lose it. At some time or the other, it can even lead to early death. So something that one needs to really pay attention to, which is why in the last 3 years I've been working very strongly in this space, where I help people to sleep by 10 p.m. and wake up by 5 a.m. So we will first start with our panel discussion on each one's idea of what health itself is. Because see, health is a word which many people may use loosely and mean very, very different things. Like Niyati was talking about, there's mental health, there's physical health, there's emotional health. So some people look at it, health as a little deeper. I mean, some people add spiritual health, financial health, and so on. So health itself means how balanced your body is, how you're able to lead a life where you can be fully productive. That's what health really determines. And I think there's I don't know where this fly got in from here into this room. Normally this room doesn't have any. And I think it wants to join the conversation. So sorry for that. So let's hear each one's idea of what health is to them personally and generally. For their own person, what does health mean to them? and generally for the public, what is new? Go ahead, Ishita.
Hi, so I'm back again.
Hmm.
Okay, so for me, health is when I wake up, I should be happy. And if I'm active, I'm healthy. Right. So my concept is simple. I like to keep my home and my body as much as possible chemical free. And as you said, I sleep at 10 and wake up at 5:30.
Awesome.
And so this is the like, if I'm feeling the whole day, if I'm feeling active without any headache or any body pain, then I feel happy and healthy. So
Awesome.
that is my concept.
So with a no illness is health for you.
Yes,
No pain, no illness. Okay.
correct.
Very good. Very well said, Rishita. Thank you. Over to Niyati. What is your concept of health?
Hi, everyone. So, according to me, the concept of health is that healthy mind in a healthy body. So, for me, I feel that since all the physical problems first arise from the mind, so one has to be create a healthy mind, which is there is mental awareness that your mind is healthy, and I believe that it has to be done by like doing meditation, doing yoga, doing sound, taking sound meditation. So all these things help in balancing your mental, emotional, and even your spiritual health. So at the same time, the physical body follows with it. So when once our mind is healthy, the physical body also starts getting healthy, and due to which we can cure many problems like insomnia, depression, dementia, and all the anxiety and fear which arise in the mind. So I feel that health is mental awareness first and then the physical health. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Very all encompassing kind of thing. Thank you, Niyati. Over
Thank
to
you.
Lakshmipraba.
So, Iki, one of the biggest, realizations I will say, health is wealth. That is the biggest point from childhood I have heard, but I realized it really much later in life. And I also understood that my health or the immunity, basically, to keep me going through the day or to do my work, very much depends on how my emotional, my mind is attached to it. So I was very, kind of shocked, but, working on it, that how the emotions actually play a major role in whatever disease that I am having or that I'm posing. And also the moment, 5-6 years ago, when we actually shifted from a chemical laden food choice to a chemical free food choice, I could actually see my family's health immunity is becoming better. And we as a family, the joy of having an better immunity, we started reflecting on our health. Myself, my husband, my son, that was another turning point, that this joy, I always had this value that the joy that I experience, I should share to the world. And that is how my journey of sustainable living to take this concept across to a wider public started. So health is wealth. And only when we are healthy, we can do a lot of things for the purpose that we are built for.
Very true. So well said. For the purpose we are built for. Okay, that's one of my belief systems. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, so my concept of health is kind of encompasses all that you guys have so beautifully stated. So I believe, like what Lakshmi just said, that we all have a purpose and we have a lifespan that we can live if we choose to, and we can have a range of motions, activities, and other things that are available to us. There's a 100-year-old who's running a full marathon. Okay, 100 years old, and he's running a full marathon. There are people who are 50 years old and they cannot even run 3 kilometers, let alone 42 kilometers. So the people approach health in so many different ways. If they feel, they get up from bed, get into their car, sit in a chair, do their work, and then come back, that is health enough for them. But for me, health means I should be able to trek 20-30 kilometers in the mountains. I should be able to enjoy the nature, the scenery. I should be able to walk any distance without feeling or climb any number of stairs, 10, 20 floors without, huffing and puffing. So all of this for me really is a measure of health. So because it tells me that my body can take a lot more. Okay. And I keep pushing these limits. So at this age, I'm actually turned 60 a few months ago, and I've taken up calisthenics, a little bit of weightlifting, and I'm hoping to sculpt my body to something which is much, much, much younger, just so that it is possible. Because I've seen other 50, 60, 70-year-olds who've done it. And I feel, inspired by them. And because my personal goal is to run a full marathon at the age of 100. That means my body should support me till that age. And it's my duty to take care of it. So the food we eat, the water we drink, the exercises or movements that we have on a daily basis, I won't call it exercise. It's the way you sit, the way you stand, everything contributes to your health. And as Niyati rightly said, your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, all of that definitely contributes to your health. So I like to expand it, push the comfort zone, push the boundaries so that we can do more and more. That for me really is health. I mean, I shouldn't be scared of, oh, my knee will break, my this will happen, that will happen. I want it, every part to be strong. And I want us to be able to do any activity that much younger people can also do. That's the idea. I hope it was not too much.
Awesome. No,
Okay, that's
I
my
resonate
passion.
very much with you, Iggy.
Yeah, thank you. So luckily, I don't take any medicines at all. I'm not on any, I don't have any condition which needs any medication at all. So I'm perfectly fine with it.
Great.
Thank
You're
God.
a
Thank
setting
God.
example, Iggy. You're setting an
That's a-
example.
I don't believe in chemicals and substances and, not just medicines, even, what they call, what do they call those other things like vitamins or whatever
Yeah.
other people take as supplements. The supplements also, because I believe that we should use our natural food, natural water, natural air, natural movement. And with all that, you can make your body really strong. That's how people lived in the 1,000, 2,000 years ago. Today, with all the modernity, we are kind of polluting it. So,
Well said.
And from the supplement, I remember that nowadays it has been proved that by doing meditation, we automatically create the vitamins and the supplements which are deficient in our body.
Absolutely.
So this is a very good thing which has now made people open their eyes that meditation is really worth it for the physical health, not only mental health.
Absolutely.
Because many vitamins, many like whatever deficiency is there, the body, the mind starts automatically generating it in the body through meditation on. And the supplements, of course, those pills, I understand they have many side effects. Also, just popping those pills every day of vitamin B12 or whatever, they have many side effects also. And I think the natural way, as you said, is more better to have a good health.
Thank you. Thank you, Niyati. Yeah, so going to our next question of the day, what practice or action do you take on a daily basis or weekly or monthly basis to ensure that you stay healthy? So each of you, as individuals, what do you do? And what do you suggest to others also? You can say, just take a minute or two for each person to explain that. Ishita, go ahead.
Yeah. So I start my day with gratitude and then meditation, 1 hour of meditation. Pranayam is must for me. And that also I do. I go to garden and I will do the whole kriya. And then walk thrice a day walking, because people say, Rishta, you just go home for cooking and doing some work. Otherwise, we can find you here only. And monthly, I do full moon meditation. So like day before yesterday and yesterday I did. And I try to, whoever is nearby, I try to tell them also, like in group, I will write, okay, is anyone coming for walk or meditation, yoga? So this is how I spend my day, and I try to encourage other also.
Awesome.
Then, like you said, I don't believe in medicines. And my daughter is 10 years old, but I never gave antibiotic or any fever medicine. And I keep clean diet, almost vegan. And for vegan also, there is a story like Lakshmi Nitya, when she encouraged us, right? Like we can do a lot for environment. When we are trying to do something for environment, I realized it very later, then automatically we are doing great for us, right?
Right.
Like if you are refusing plastic bottles for water, then you are reducing chemicals, because we used to drink water in silver vessels, now copper vessels. So because water can absorb everything, and now if we are drinking water in a plastic bottle, then automatically chemicals are going, which we can't see.
Correct.
Like that, there are many things. We have switched to sustainable options for monthly cycles for women.
Right.
So it again helps us only, right?
Right.
All the single use items which we see in our day-to-day life, they are harming environment plus our health also.
Absolutely.
And like you said, so I keep my mobile phone on flight mode when I go to sleep. So I remove all the radiations while
Excellent.
me and my daughter is sleeping. And yeah, kind of I try to keep everything chemical free in natural way. So that
Awesome.
is,
Excellent practices. I hope people who are watching are taking notes and start using these, because each line, there's a share for you here where you could, it might work for you. You may
yeah,
resonate with it.
like Niyati said, the meditation, really it's working. Like now I can sit for 45 minutes to 1 hour daily.
Awesome.
I'm in meditation. Even if I'm doing pranayam or yoga, I'm in meditation. So the whole day we can spend in meditation if we put our thoughts, if we are conscious.
Absolutely. As long as we are mindful about it,
Yes.
we could do meditation through the day. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Can I have Niyati next?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
hi everyone. So my daily practice is I do Surya Namaskar every day. And I also like after some time, like once a week, I do advanced asanas, which I have started now, really doing it well. Earlier, I was not able to do it so well, but now I can do Chakrasan and Sarvangasana very well. And so this is now my next step is Sirshasan. And, these things really help our mind, to be more calm, more focused, more relaxed, and our body becomes more, I say, physically active, because the spinal cord, because once we do yoga, we all yoga lovers know that the spinal cord becomes very flexible. And, that flexibility increases the ability in our body to do anything. Like if we want to do some work, like for ladies, we have to do household work also, if our maids have not come. So if we are doing yoga, then the household work is so easy to do. Oh, it is done in 15 minutes, no worry. And if we are not doing yoga, today the maid has not come and I have to do the utensils, I have to do all this and the cooking and everything. So, yoga really helps not only in mind healthiness, but also for physical activity, for physical mobility, I would say. And I also practice meditation. Yesterday was full moon meditation, which was a very nice meditation. I practiced with my few clients and we all did together. And so these things are, they really help us, because these things, I think if we do daily practice of these things, then our mind is really focused. We have mindfulness, and even our concentration power increases, because since we have many things to do, we even start forgetting things. So if we start doing such meditation, our concentration also increases, memory power increases. And also I'm a vegan. As it is, I'm a Jain, so I do follow Jain principles. I eat early. As it is, before this meeting, I finished my dinner. And so I try to follow those good principles which help us to keep our mind and body physically fit. Also, in the evening, sometimes I go to the garden for a walk, I and my husband, if he's at home. And we both love to be close to nature, because in the garden we have all sorts of flowers, we have butterflies, and children are playing somewhere, and it's very lovely to walk in the garden. So that is how we connect ourselves with nature. Because staying in a city like Mumbai, we stay there, we need some connection with nature. And so I would say that going even for a walk in the garden for half an hour or say 1 hour is also very good, because walking is also very good for maintaining our physical health, I would like to say, because it keeps us fit, going for walks, long walks. So that is how I do. And at night, sometimes I play my singing bowl, which puts me to sleep, forgetting everything, and just go to sleep. So that's how I do my daily practice. Thank you.
Awesome, Niyati. A lot of practices that you have in your armory. Okay,
Yeah.
I hope those of you are watching took down notes so that some of them you might be able to follow too. Yes, over to you, Lakshmipraba.
So wonderful to, hear out all our panelists share their wonderful thing. For me, the biggest thing is, Iggy, I align with nature. And I feel I am nature and part of nature very much, not different from it. So whatever the practices are, for example, this is a journey of around 8 years now. So before that, we were in the regular life of our daily day-to-day routine. So what I practice, I would like to share is, one is go with chemical-free food. Even cleaners, are chemical free. So the entire environment is chemical free. What I put inside the body, what I put outside for a family, my environment in the home, everything is maintained chemical free. How this helps is immunity of the body and immunity of the environment are taken care by avoiding the interference of chemicals. This is my humble experience that I would like to share. And definitely it has an effect. For example, if there is a fever coming in also, the body is trying to fight out the thing. So we don't go immediately for antibiotics, rather we wait. And once it crosses, then we take the next help, basically. So as much as we are, so if we are getting a cold, more of natural remedies. This has been in practice from my childhood. I've seen my mother do it. So pretty much this one main thing that I really practice is do good to myself as well as to everyone around. Help wherever possible, and not think bad of others. Definitely this has helped me in my life, and following gratitude for the last 2.5 years, acknowledging what I have, acknowledging what we have, acknowledge everything and everybody around me, with the earth giving such abundance and resource, has helped me as a person to become more mindful. As a conscious consumer, I definitely see health of myself is directly equivalent or proportional to health of the environment. So when I do good to myself as a self-love, that I realized very recently that I have not been taking care of myself. When I started taking care of myself, automatically the environment started to be taken care of. This is my beautiful journey.
Very inspiring journey. Thank you, Lakshmi, for sharing that. So beautiful to see the connections that she's made between while improving our health. She automatically looked at the improvement of surroundings around us, the improvement of the environment itself. Because we are self-dependent, we are interdependent. And so anything we do affects the environment, anything that happens to the environment affects us. So this is a great panel where we have two people who are passionate about this space. So it's thank you so much for joining it. And from my side, my most important practice or action that I do to stay healthy is, as a deep sleep coach, of course, it first starts with the right sleep. I prioritize sleep. I make sure that I don't have too many things interfering with my sleep. So late night shows, parties. So I pick and choose probably once or twice a month, but I don't like it to be more often than that, because otherwise it starts eating into your time, and it really affects your regularity of sleep, because that's so critical. If you're regular at a particular time, it's easy for you to get sleep. So your timing, your duration, and the satisfaction, I call it the TDS of sleep, should be right. If you do this right, that means all other aspects of you is right. So this is one way. Second is, for me, I'm always active. Okay, and I love being active. So I don't mind walking to a shop rather than take the vehicle. So any small decisions are all, I walk up 3 flights of stairs to go to my home rather than take the lift. So up and down, I walk rather than do it. So I've just built it into my life. So I walk and take that water. I don't ask somebody, get me the water. Or, because it's so easy to just sit in one place, get this, get that, and, then you become fat. And so you just have to be constantly, if your physical body is active, your mind is also always active. So body, mind, emotions, everything gets very active. So I ensure that I love activity. My kids won't go out and buy. They're so much younger. A 20-year-old, a 22-year-old, me, a 60-year-old will say, no, I'll go and pick it up and come. So I don't mind that, because it gives me that excuse to go out and come back and, keep my body healthy. And as a planned routine, I do morning walks and sometimes late night walk. Just go and enjoy the darkness, the sky, and so on. I live near the sea. So I'm blessed in the last few months to live near the sea. So it's hardly 100, 200 meters from my home. So I'm able to, go daily, see sunrise, moonrise, when the full moon is there and so on, and really enjoy that whole nature. So I love life, basically. So anything which keeps me alive, I take to it, and that keeps me healthy. So food choices, everything has got moderated over time. And after I met Lakshmi, and she reminding us about those plastic bottles, so we're conscious about how we drink from a tumbler, keep it in a copper jug, and things like that. We've been bringing those changes, and it's I use brown sugar rather than white. I avoid white food as much as possible, and that really helps again. So it's a choices, little choices in everything you do. Slowly it starts building. It doesn't happen overnight. I think this journey, probably about 10 years I've been on, and all those changes have worked in my favor, kept me healthy. Thank you.
Actually, I would like to add one thing, Iggy, here, that as you rightly said, I think for viewers, it should not be overwhelming. All of us have taken, it's a journey. Rome was not built in a day.
Correct.
And each one of us, whether it is Rishita, Ignatius, Niyati, or myself, it is taken a lot of time, one step at a time. So we cannot jump from the first step to the 1,000th step, rather move one step at a time. Beautifully, it will the doors will start keep opening up for you when
Very
you
well said.
intend. Yeah.
Very well said. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lakshmipraba, for clarifying that. That's so important. You shouldn't get over. You should enjoy the journey. Every day, every moment should be enjoyed. It's as simple as that, because you don't know next moment if you're alive or not. Life is like that. It's very uncertain. So every moment should be fulfilling by itself. And if you live in the present, your health problems will disappear, because you're not in the past, you're not in the future. Every moment you're being responsible. You know that what you've got is a gift, and you have to pass it on so that others can also enjoy it. Our planet is 4 billion years old. And we cannot in 5 years, 10 years, 100 years ruin it. We need to be responsible and pass it on so that it can live for thousands and millions of years. Otherwise, it will die. And you need to be conscious about it. That's it. Yeah, thank you, Lakshmipraba, for reminding that. So little baby steps, enjoy the steps, and the momentum will build, and it will happen. Yes, the next question. So we have only 2 more questions. Okay, so don't worry, just hang on. Totally 4 questions, but it's packed with so much information, so much of experiences there. Collectively in this room, probably 100 and 30 years experience is there? I don't know. So something like that would be there, 130, 150 years of experience. And that is what has really gone into making us who we are. And you're getting it just like that by in 45 minutes. Take down notes and implement whatever resonates with you. What you feel is good, I can do it, take it, and then start regularizing it. Yeah, thank you. So now, third question, as a coach, what is your role in improving your customers' health? So how do you serve your customers' health? Rishita, over to you.
Okay. So first we try to tell them like why not to use Tetra Pak juices. Like in parties, if you see the chips and burger and Tetra Pak juices are very common. So if I am having a session with kids on green events, then I show them some short videos like, oh, do you know Tetra Pak? Did you open Tetra Pak? There are so many germs. It is packed. So it says it's fresh juice, but how come it is fresh? Can you keep your fresh juice for more than 4 hours? Yeah, ma'am, no. Oh, they are lying to us. Yes. So somehow I try to convince them, and really it's working. And how they can keep our water resources clean just by refusing chemicals from their home. So me and Lakshmi, we are promoting make your own cleaner, the bioenzyme all-purpose cleaner since 2016. So and I try to tell them why we should not use balloons or single-use items like plastic straw. If you are going restaurant, simply you can ask them to not to give straw for your juices. It's not required, right? There are many items which we get free just like that. You just need to say, when you are ordering, you just need to say, please don't give plastic straw or tissue paper, right? And then people, many times, kids had this question like, okay, ma'am, we are doing recycling. So how many items we can recycle? We are generating so much single-use items per day. Even now in India, it's generating a lot, right? And there are we don't have so many facilities to recycle everything. First, we are not keeping it clean, so it get recycled. Second, we don't have facilities. And third, most of the single-use items are multi-layered. Like paper cup is not a paper cup, it's a paper plastic layer. It has inside plastic lining. So it's impossible to recycle a paper cup.
My God.
So we try to introduce all these concepts like you are just using one plastic bottle for water for 10 or 15 minutes, but it involves so many resources like water, energy, oil, and then transport, right? Same like with, you can't replace plastic with paper. Many times we use paper bag just like that for giving gifts and all, right? So that's not an option. For paper, we can plant trees, but it takes a tree to give oxygen many years, right? And we are cutting them. If you are cutting one tree and planting a new tree, that's not an option, right? So cutting trees, just saying we are refusing plastic, so it's not an option. So I try to introduce all these concepts. I love to work with kids because they know, when we ask them, they only know about recycling. They know composting, but they are not doing at home. And they know plastic straws are bad, but still they are using it, right? So somehow I think we need to work with kids. If kids knows the concept, then they will make sure the parents are following it, right? Then during COVID, I started these microgreen workshops, and I'm in love with microgreens. They are tiny little plants, but anyone can grow it, and they can add nutrition to their diet. So somehow I keep on, even if someone is coming for query, I try to add all these, like I will give a little lecture on all these.
Okay.
So,
okay.
and people are getting the point when they understand.
Thank you.
Otherwise,
Thank you.
simply they will say, ma'am,
But
we are
uh,
throwing it in garbage bag. It's
Yeah.
getting recycled, right?
yeah. So Rishita, I mean, I'm just curious. What is the implementation? That is, you've taught them, you've brought awareness. When you meet them after a few months, what percentage of them actually start implementing, and what? I mean, is there any kind of data
Uh,
on this?
no, Iggy, it's a good question. First of
Hmm.
all, many times the whoever is coming to us, they are keen to learn more about environment.
Right.
So so we see their interest, then only we talk about the things.
Okay.
So like I have started microgreen workshop, but people are coming to me, okay, when are you doing the next workshop?
Okay.
And then like today I had a beach cleanup. I talked about everything with kids. Then they said, ma'am, will you give certificate? I said, you have to implement this for 1 month, then I will give certificate. So I
Right.
keep some conditions,
Right.
at least.
So that's some implementation happens.
Yeah,
Understood. Yeah.
I can see we are like I can see a lot of changes. Like
Awesome.
people are getting more aware. It's just
Mm.
ignorance. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't know. They don't know where the trash is going.
Understood.
In Dubai, most of the kids, when I ask where the trash is going, they say the municipality is coming or the truck is coming. Where it's going, but where they don't know, and
Understood.
they will say, "Ma'am, it's getting recycled. Plastic get recycled." So they know the concept.
Mm.
They want to argue it's getting recycled, but are you putting effort? Are you making sure it's getting recycled?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Got
the
it.
most funny thing which we are doing, we are mixing all the garbage.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
Right?
you. Okay, let's not go deeper into this,
Okay.
because I just wanted to, because I'm sure on this itself we can speak 1 hour or more.
Yeah,
But let's hear from the others also. Thank you, Rishita, for sharing. Niyati, over to you. As a coach, what is your role in improving your customers' health?
Yeah. So basically, as I have my own studio, Niyati's Health and Wellness World, I interact with many clients who have different preferences. So some are basically not interested in meditation. They don't know what is meditation, and they just cannot sit, still, or even cannot relax or lie down on the bed with a savasana or like that. So for them, I try to, first start with a simple basic yoga or some sukshma vyayam practices which are done in yoga, so that at least first their mind starts balancing, starts settling down. So after that, I introduce meditation for them. And there are many other patients who are interested in acupuncture. So I do acupuncture sessions for them and they are cured. But at the same time, I give emphasis on meditation. So I see to it that even after they are cured, their physical ailment is cured. They have to, do meditation, because I explain to them that mental health is first. And if your mental health is proper, then this ailment or this physical condition won't come again. So this is how I experiment with my healing therapies with the people. And there are many who just want only sound sessions. So for them, those sound sessions are very powerful for half an hour, even if they take. And I get reviews. They come and tell me that earlier I used to get, upset with these problems in my immediate situations. But now, because I'm taking those sound sessions, I'm not reacting, but I'm just giving it a let go. So this is how they are, giving me those feedbacks. And also, I love kids. So I even take kids yoga sessions. And in that, I explain to kids the benefits of meditation. I give them mixed stories and tell them, so that they don't get, bored up. Like, it's not like an adult session, because a yoga session for kids is completely different. So
Okay.
it's that, like, we take yoga asanas in a playful method, so that they enjoy. And at the same time, the yoga is also being done by them. Also, to improve their concentration, I do practice the Kratak meditation and all the practices which are there. And also, I play sound for them sometimes so that their concentration increases before the exams or whatever they are doing in their field in the school. So, this is like basically, as a health coach, I would like to say that I see to it that the alternate therapies which are being used are properly used as per the preference of the client or the preference of the patient. So it is individual approach, and whatever way they are comfortable, I do it. But I see to it that the mental health is also cured or also balanced.
Excellent.
So this is how I interact with the people,
Thank
and
you.
that's how I move ahead improving their health.
Yeah, thank you, Niyati. It's nice to see the mix of methodologies that you're using to heal
Actually,
them.
my what these three are all combined, because
Right.
even in yoga we have the meridians, we have the nadis, right?
Hmm.
That is the same thing as the meridians in acupuncture. The
Right.
only thing is that it has been called the meridians, but in yoga shastra, we call it the nadis in our body. There are 72,000 nadis in our body. So, they all are connected. And even meditation, and we do meditation in yoga on various ways, like meditation as per Vipassana, meditation as per Preksha Dhyan meditation, or full moon meditation, or even ajapa meditation. And along with this, some people like sound. So we play the singing bowls. So, this is a complete synchronization of the therapies. Of these three therapies are in one way connected with one another. So they are
Awesome.
not different. So I make it a package for them that if they are taking acupuncture session, in that meditation will come in the end, because they have to be at peace, they have to be healthy and relaxed from mind. So
Right.
these things come in together.
Thank you. Thank you, Niyati. And for those who want to get in touch with her, we will share the contact links, the Linktree links on the message section below the video. You can click on it and go through it so that you can get in touch with them. Yeah, thank you, Niyati. Now over to Lakshmipraba. So as a coach, what is your role in improving your customers' health?
Yeah, thank you. And it's a wonderful conversation that we're having. So one thing I would like to very humbly share is I'm an instrument to create awareness about people health and planet health. But ultimately, it is the customer's choice. So that is what I realized when I shifted from being an activist towards environment to being now a very assertive environmentalist. Now I feel more powerful that I'm inspiring and motivating a lot of people. So yeah, with regards to health, Iggy, so we see now every street corners having medical shops. We see almost every nook and almost major points of wherever we are going, we are having hospitals. So it's time to really think. I'm not against anything, but we are time to think, why is this happening? And we see a lot of cases of allergies, asthma, cancer. I'm not telling only one particular thing is responsible, but it's time to think as a consumer. Why? That question has to come. So if anyone goes to a shop, we take a food item, we tend to see the labels. But at the same time, when we buy a toilet cleaner or a floor cleaner, do we see the ingredients? So do we see the ingredients on what we put on our skin, on our head? So in our early days, whatever was edible is only we put on our skin. And that goes to the environment. That's how the alignment happens, that we are part of nature. So what we can digest, our body can digest, is only what the environment can digest. So with the coaching as an environment sustainability coach, with the various options given, whether to compost your food waste and create that rich humus soil and grow your own vegetables, wherein the immunity of our health is taken care. First point. So the investment is on us. That's taken care by shifting to chemical-free natural cleaners, a floor cleaner, for example, using natural peels and pure essential oils, and not interrupting chemicals or toxins, because our skin is the largest porous organs. And the fumes are all there everywhere when we are mopping a floor. For example, I'm just giving you an example. Leave out the fact that we're going to put a cosmetic on our skin or a shampoo, etc. So by shifting to this chemical-free thing, actually we are doing good to our body, directly contributing to our better health, which in turn contributes to the cleaner environment.
Awesome.
By not using a plastic single-use water bottle, we are avoiding that BPA, phthalates, formaldehyde, the chemicals. And imagine the amount of travel that the bottle has taken under varied temperature conditions to reach our hands. That is very important. So what we put into us is very important in the health aspect. So as a coach, I'm trying to just connect the dots that health of us and health of the planet are very much interrelated, because I saw the very staunch, very clear disconnect between a person's thought processing and climate change. They think climate change is a UN topic. Global warming is about a UN topic. No, I'm sorry. It's very much related to us, because now it is pinching with untimely rains, the polar bears. Okay, polar bears is somewhere outside our view. But what about the sea, ocean puking out the plastic outside? And what about the hospitals and the diseases prevailing? So the whole point as a coach is, I feel more connected now, Ignatius. The planet and people health, both are interconnected and both are important.
Beautifully said. It was so lovely, so well said. I hope that single message alone goes out. Probably we will cut it as a small video and share it around, because we don't see the connection most times, and we think our problem is just it's singled out only for us, and any single person's pain is also, in a sense, humanity's pain and the universe's pain itself. So we are all interconnected, and any small action by one side will affect the other side. It always has a consequence. We don't see it, that's all. So it's good to see the interconnectedness and behave accordingly, because then our choices will be made with more responsibility, rather than think that, what does it matter if I drink from this? What does it matter if I use? I'm only putting on myself. We're not harming anybody. We're harming the oceans. We're harming the air, harming the earth, the soil. So everything gets affected by our choices.
It's a butterfly effect.
Yeah,
actually.
it's a butterfly effect.
Very
Absolutely.
small change as a consumer that we take, whether it is a product or service, a smallest change affects everything around, every being around.
Correct.
Personally,
Absolutely right.
I feel that the government should take some action, because if we find that nowadays, whatever when the bottles which we find of juices or whatever, they are all plastic bottles. So as I just heard to Lakshmipraba, that they travel through a long period of time and then come on the shelf of the shop. So I think even the government should take some action to prevent the use of plastic, especially those water bottles and the all these distilleries and all.
Yeah. Okay, let's not spend time there here, because I'm not sure if the government will look at our talk here and do something, but I'm sure Lakshmi and Rishita will have some experience to share on.
Yeah. I just want to say that we went for beach cleanup. We just picked all those cigarette butts, right?
Right.
So we all know, government knows cigarette is dangerous to health, but they can't stop, right? The same way, we know our negative thoughts are not good, but it's on us.
It's a choice.
It's our choice.
Yeah, it's the individual who has to change. The government cannot
change begins with self.
Yeah,
that is very true. Yes.
But now, like now in Mumbai, we do have a segregation of dry waste and wet waste.
Yeah.
We ourselves are doing, because now the BMC is finding if those people who are not doing it. So I think it's a very good step.
Most metros are doing it now. Yeah, so the government is changing. They take it. It takes a long time, but an individual can do it much faster. So we should start at an individual level, our own house, then the street, then the colony, If we can work in that route, then things will start, transforming around us. So let's start from within, and then send it out. Okay.
You should
Now,
stop buying plastic bottles.
absolutely, it's
Yes.
our personal choices. Start controlling them, things will start happening. Okay, so from my side as a coach, what is my role in improving my customers' health? So at the core, my role is about asking people who approach me to prioritize their well-being and health first, because we prioritize work, we prioritize taking care of a sick person, we prioritize everything else outside us and nothing inside us. Okay, so that you shift in priority. You must give equal priority to what is inside and what's happening to you as what is outside and happening towards you. So as you start getting the priority right, you will learn when to work hard and when to rest. So that distinction, a lot of people carry their work to bed with them and they're 24/7 available to their work. And that is the biggest disservice, because when they die early, the person itself doesn't exist, and their job role and other things, obviously somebody else steps in and does it. But this person is gone. So it's important that you prioritize yourself, because you are required by your family, by your loved ones, and you need to be alive to first provide for them. So don't dig yourself into an early death. A lot of deaths due to heart attack and others put as reason for death is heart attack, but the real reason is very probably lack of consistent sleep. Because if you slept consistently, your heart health will be really good. You will not have diabetes. You will not have so many other lifestyle diseases, which comes because sleep was compromised. And that is so. And I know that in school, they don't teach about sleep. In college, they don't teach about sleep. In MBBS college, they don't teach about sleep. So sleep itself as a science has evolved in the last 20 years so much. We know what is happening inside sleep. And it is important that people learn about it and prioritize, because they don't know, they don't prioritize. Okay, so it has to be taught at the school level for it to be really become part of a person's psyche, that they have to have that time off to be able to function the next day. So it's as critical, that critical, and that's really my role in trying to improve hardworking entrepreneurs and working professionals' life, because if they are healthy and they live longer, their family benefits, and the whole, their company, the society, everything starts benefiting. So I approach from sleep. I think Rishita and Lakshmi approaches from the chemicals and other things which we are consuming and then putting it out in the environment. As that, I believe sleep is as important as that, but it's more. A lot of people mistake it for laziness. There's some mix-up in people's psyche to feel that, oh, if I prioritize sleep, I'm being selfish or I'm being lazy. It's not true. You have to take care of this machine so that it functions well the next day. And that's basically my role in helping people to take charge of their sleep, because if they take charge of sleep, they take charge of the awake hours. In effect, they take charge of their life itself. So that's my message to people. Yeah. So thank you for allowing me to share.
I just like to add one point because of the sleep. I would like to say that because we sleep, our parasympathetic nervous system starts getting active. Because whole day we are having our goals, our targets, workload. So the thing is that the parasympathetic nervous system gets very inactive, and there is no balance between the yin and yang in the body. So I feel that sleep is very much needed for each individual.
So thank you so much. Yes, Niyati. Absolutely. Then finally, last is, we are coming to the last 5-10 minutes of our program. So each of you can share one message to your audience, which they can take on this World Health Day, just one line. So if you can share just about 10-20 words on what your audience should remember on this World Health Day. Go ahead, Rishita. Your message to the world.
So my message is give priority to your mind and body. connect with nature, and practice gratitude.
Beautiful. Very well said. Thank you. Niyati.
So on this World Health Day, 7th April 2023, I'd like to give my message as a health coach that please practice yoga or meditation, and there will be improvement in your mental and physical health, and also there will be improvement in your emotional and spiritual well-being.
Awesome.
So have some part of it in your life every day.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Niyati, for that show. Lakshmi.
Yeah. So on this World Health Day, every day is Health Day, and you are the most important person in your life. So prioritize yourself and take that one step of change that will contribute to your better health, because only when you and me are healthy can our entire environment be healthy in whatever we do. Our immediate family depend on us or look upon to us. Only when we are fine, everything can happen. So prioritize you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lakshmi. Yeah, so from my side, I'm Ignatius Raphael. I'm a deep sleep and longevity coach. My message to the world today on World Health Day is, when you go to bed, don't go with your mobile phone. Keep it outside at least 1 hour before your bedtime. Make sure that your mobile phone is not with you and you're only inside yourself and with the creator. So go dive inside so that your sleep is much better and you wake up feeling fully refreshed. That's my message. Thank you. So over to Lakshmi, Rishita, Niyati, anything you would like to share before we wind up?
So I would like to
Anything?
share one thing. Again,
Yeah.
I would like to reiterate that, the best investment that you can do is investing on self. So this is Lakshmipraba, your environment sustainability coach. So my niche is waste management and toxin-free natural living. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
And I would
Toxin-free
like
natural
to
living.
add
Yeah. Go ahead.
something
Go ahead,
just
Niyati.
for the viewers, that we look after our health only when we fall ill, but in fact we should, when we are healthy, at that time also we should look after our health and not say, oh, I'm healthy, I don't need all this meditation, going for walks, or all this, because a healthy body has to be maintained, and you have to look after your health through the various therapies which are available, so that you do not have to take medicines later on and which have many side effects. So stay healthy and also remain healthy.
Thank you, Niyati. Rishita?
I want to say, generally we avoid or we ignore the Wi-Fi and radiations around us. So when we are going to sleep, switch off or keep your mobile phones on Wi-Fi flight mode. So
Thank
you
you.
will get better sleep. And the things which you can't reuse, try to refuse.
Yes, the 4 hours. Okay.
Okay.
Refuse. Perfect. Very good. Thank you so much, Nishita. And thank you all for joining for this program. I hope you found this useful. Please share it with others who would need this message, because we all need to get more responsible. It's a collective game. Even if one person is irresponsible, it affects the rest of us. So don't think that one person, only one person, I'm changing 2 persons, whatever number, if you can spread the message around, then we as a species will be healthier, the planet will be healthy. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Thank you, Rishita. Thank you, Niyati.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lakshmipraba. We'll
Thank
catch
you,
up again.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.